Well, we started this game because the tie, the other one to save time. So Charlie Lownsbury has a spare and two splits, neither one of which he converted. And Bill Rozell has a spare and a strike. And Bill Rozell is up on the right-hand lane right now. He won that first game in extra innings, 53-44 over Tom Bortle. And Tom Bortle picked up a check. There it is. There's the extra innings. You see them after the 168 tie. 24-44 for Bortle, 33-53 for Rozell. That difference, 6 pins and 4 pins handicap. Bortle's $75 check. Rozell, the good pocket hit, leaves a 10 pin. His rooting section is really alive. He said to me, between innings, he said, that's the toughest game I ever bowled. There's his wife watching things there, Paula, mother of Billy Jr., who is 6 months old. 25-year-old Bill Rozell.
Even when you're bowling, yeah. When you're done, you're tired.
I always was tired because mine were always low scoring games.
Come on, Billy, baby. All right.
His average 158, he gets 33 pins handicap. Lownsbury's average 147, he gets 40 pins handicap. So Rozell is the high average man in this game.
Big one now. There it is, Bill!
As many strikes in 4 frames this game as he had in the whole game before.
All right, Billy.
Slow motion. Watch this perfect hit.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, ball, take him right out of there. Charlie Lownsbury with his first strike after 2 splits. He had 2, 6, 7, 10 splits. He made a little adjustment, and maybe that's all it needed. We'll see. His wife Shirley is seated behind Duke. They have 3 children: Stephen 12, Ryan 10, and Kevin 9. All of them are here with their. There's Shirley right there, and she is expecting their 4th child.
What do you think we wanted to know where you were sitting for?
Charlie is unemployed presently. He does industrial maintenance work when he works. Now he picks up the score.
There you go. Come on.
So even with 2 big splits, he's not too far behind, depending upon what Bill Rozell does right here, because Bill is, of course, working on a strike and could advance a little farther ahead.
Come on, be there. Come on, there it is.
No.
Throw a strike, Billy.
1-2-8.
Come on, pick it up.
There's the ball return. Serving up the ball to Bill. Did he? Who had the tough spare before the 1-2-4-8? Did he have that in the first game?
Rozell,
He made it too, didn't he? He's got the 1-2-8. This time he didn't make the 1-2-8. 93-112. Rozell ahead after 4 frames and retains that lead after 5. Because they both have spares in the 5th. Well, he threw away a lot of wood there. He only got 6. Leaving himself tough spares right now. A field of 65 men and 65 women will vie in the first Health Super Bowl finals next Sunday at 1 p.m. at Latham Bowl, with the top 5 men and the top 5 women carrying off attractive prizes contributed by Capital Newspapers, co-sponsor of Health Week with the Capital District Bowling Council this season. The Super Bowl is a new feature, and the man and the woman with the highest 3-game series with handicap at each of the 65 participating bowling centers qualified for the big doings next night. Rozell with another open frame. gives Lownsbury a chance to really get in the ball game. I think he'll be happy with a 4-7 lead because that ball looks as if it's going to be a 4-7, 6-10 again. If he makes this spare, he will be in the lead for the first time. Could be in the lead for the first time, couldn't he?
Yes.
Bowlers participating in the Super Bowl are requested to check in at least 30 minutes before the starting time of 1 o'clock. Well, he threw away a chance to move out in front. Stays 8 pins behind now. Bowlers are not only requested to check in at least a half hour before starting time, but also be able to submit their current highest league average. Handicaps will be allocated on a 75% basis with 200 as scratch. 3-6-10. Health Week itself was held in February, you will recall, and an announcement about the amount of monies collected will be forthcoming shortly.
Pick it up, Jazz. Pick it up. That's it, brother. All right.
Lownsbury. Good shot there in the left-hand corner of Lownsbury's 3 boys, Stephen, Ryan, and Kevin.
I've seen these signs this week.
These aren't printers, I guess. Rozell running into tough luck here. He has 2 misses, and now he has a big 6-7 split. The jackpot split this week is worth $371.75. Last week, Timothy Fiery from Schenectady knocked off the $2,000 split. He was the 62nd bowler to have a shot at it since Jim Dudley, the dairy farmer from Middletown Springs, Vermont, took the first shot at it in September. Watch this. Perfect. September 1981, I should say, when the jackpot split was inaugurated. Only Scott Sanders and Bill Gannon were successful making it prior to Fiery's $2,000 shot last Sunday. Five pin in the 8th frame for Rozell, who manages to stay ahead in this game. Hope they're not headed for another tie, Duke.
No, I keep looking at that.
120 to 128 after 6 frames, 147 for Rozell in the 7th.
I keep looking at that Rozell. Reminds me of Cozell. Do you know today's his birthday? I knew you'd be glad to hear that.
You mean me, Cosell? How do you know it's his birthday?
March 18th.
You're a big fan of his, must
Yes,
be, huh?
he's the best.
He's the best mouth. Lownsbury leaves a 6 pin. We had 487 total entries from Redwood and Iroquois lanes. So the big prize today is worth $400 again. Winner of game 3, the loser of game 3, $200. The loser of this game, $110. Lownsbury, 8 pins he has to overcome in order to win. Get a little small for my back here, talking all through the show. Jennifer Catino, 4 years old. She's right behind me to the left. I don't know just where, but I can hear her all the time. Some high scratch scores, 128 again for Charlie. Rozell just missed this, yes, in the 6th frame.
Yeah.
Maybe Lownsbury will show us how to make it. Some high scratch scores rolled this week at Iroquois Lanes. Barry Krutzer had 881. Dick Myers, 858.
Take it to the bank. Take it to the bank.
Tim Fajani, 865. Good conversion. Okay, Bill Rozell now, 9th frame. He had a split here in the 9th frame in game 1, which helped to put him in a tie.
Come on, baby. There. Oh.
5-8 as the ball ricochets out of there and doesn't take the 5-pin again. He gets good action on it on one shot, and the next one he skids it too much. And that one was skidding still when it got to the pocket, instead of turning over and grabbing into the lane, which is what is necessary to make it overcome the ricochet and carry out the 5-pin, which it is supposed to do. Look out. Now he's in trouble. Missed that. 174 and open in the 9th frame. He threw a strike on his first ball in the 10th frame, and in the extra 10th frame he threw a strike also. So maybe history will repeat itself for him. 4-pin.
Looks good, Bill.
At Redwood Lanes, some good scratch scores. Frank Mennell, 905. He also had a 279 single. And that was the high single there. 887, Tom Andriano. 882, Tom Bortle, who got beat in game 1 in overtime. Johnny Wells, 862. 856, Cal Bates. 856, Dale Brockway. 855, Tom York. 854, Kevin Parker. He makes the 4-pin. Has the ball left. And we're going to have to start the 3rd game off camera, too.
You get this one done yet.
I know I haven't got this one over with. He had 156 in a spare up in the 9th for Lownsbury. Rozell with 174 and a spare up in the 10th. If Lownsbury strikes in the 10th frame, he'll have 176 in the 9th going to the 10th.
Molecule.
Come on, baby.
All 10, Bill.
194 for Rozell. Okay, Lownsbury has his own fate in his own hands right here.
Dave will give him 174.
Strike will give him 176, Duke. I'd rather look at it that way.
Come on, Jazzy.
Now he needs 19 pins to win. And we're not going to go away from this. We're going to see this.
Lay it in there one more time. Come on, baby. One more.
Loser, check for $110. The winner advances to have a shot at 400 and the jackpot split.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Okay. Charlie Lownsbury wins this game. We'll give you the score when we come back. Time out.
Shocking news from Hollywood tonight as Marlon turns down that precious little statuette known around town as Oscar. Why'd he do it? This reporter isn't
Maybe
sure.
if the award had come from Broadway Sporting Goods, Marlon might have accepted. Because when it comes to the best in trophies, plaques, and awards, all at 50% off and with free engraving, Broadway takes the prize.
Marlon, it would have broken Stella's heart.
Broadway Sporting Goods, 1009 Central Avenue, Albany.
Dr. Peter Pfaffenbach welcomes you to the new fitness center at the Parkside Y in Glenville. The fitness center, open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., is designed for men and women of all ages. There are formal classes and over 20 individual programs added to an indoor running track and an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Our physical fitness center brings good fitness to you.